Good day to you. This is teacher Leland Alejandro, and we're going to discuss today synthetic division and the remainder theorem. Now, the synthetic division is a shorter way of doing the polynomial long division. So we're going to have the problem set on the other screen. So let us see the problem set and see how many numbers we're going to discuss today. Okay, so that should be somewhere here. All right, that will be this particular worksheet, and the title is Synthetic Division and the Remainder Theorem. All right, this is my lecture examples, and this will be about 12 numbers, okay? All right, we shall solve it one by one from the presentation view. Okay, here's the first one. Okay, use synthetic division to divide. Okay, we have the long polynomial there, x cubed plus 6x squared plus 18x by x plus 2. Okay. All right. So in synthetic division, the divisor is usually a linear expression. Okay. So you can see this. This is first degree x. Now the way to do the synthetic division is to list the numerical coefficients starting from the highest degree down to the lowest degree. So you can see the polynomial x cubed plus 6x squared plus 18x, and notice the coefficients of this. Now we shall try to type that for a very clear presentation. So here's the given. Okay, so this will be the solution, and then we have the given. Okay, we will take this as the dividend. Okay, the given dividend is actually x cubed. Okay, so this is x plus 6x squared plus 18x. Okay, now I am going to write the exponents after a little while. Now, this is from 3, and this is actually from 3 over here. Okay, so this is 3, and then squared over here. Now, this is first degree, so this is degree 1. Okay, now for clarification, all right, let us put the exponents. All right, that's 3, 2, 1, and we have a 0, of course. Okay, all right, the x to the 0, of course. So it will be over here. This is actually a plus, okay, 0 times, okay, x to the 0. Okay, so this will be x to the 0. So that will be 2070 of x there. Okay, all right, you can do that by the Unicode. All right, so this is 3, 2, 1, and then the exponent of the last, okay, is 0. Okay, so these are the exponents, and you will notice it's not there. So that means the numerical coefficient is actually 0. Now, if you try to set up using a synthetic division, okay, then using synthetic division, okay, we're going to list, okay, according to the arrangement, the coefficient of the x cubed is 1, okay, and then the coefficient of the x squared is 6. The coefficient of the x to the 1 is positive 18. The coefficient of x to the 0, of course, it's 0. There. Okay. All right. Next, we will be using a trial divisor. Okay. A trial divisor. Okay. Now, that will come from the divisor, actually, which is the x plus 2. So you're going to make use of this x plus 2, and then you equate this to 0. Okay, equate this to 0, and then solve for x. Okay, All right, so the way to solve for x, all right, this will be just -2 here, -2 there, okay? And this will be x equal to -2. And this is our trial divisor, the -2, okay? So we're going to use this -2 over here. And we shall try to do the process, okay? So this is our trial divisor over here, okay? There, okay. Now we shall put another line over here, okay? We shall try to put another line over here, there, okay. Now this is the process, all right? The first number you can see on the left side of the listed coefficients, the 1, okay? All right, we are going to start there. So 1 plus a 0, okay? You see the number here is 0, of course. You can see nothing there, okay? Below the 1, okay? I'm talking about this position here, okay? There is actually a 0 there, like that, okay? Now, if you start the process, you begin by adding the 1, okay, to the 0, which is actually, of course, 1. And then now we get the product. So it's 1 times this number, okay, the -2. So 1 times -2 is a -2, and you're going to place that number, okay, below the number 6, okay, the next number. So you're going to place it here, okay, that's a -2, okay. Take note that -2 came from the product of this and your trial divisor there, okay. So we multiply that to get this number 2 there, all right. Okay, so that's what we just did, okay. All right, let me just remove the circles. Okay, so this will be 1, and then you have your trial divisor here, which is -2, and then the product of 1 and -2 will be over here, okay, there. Okay, so the next process is add the 6 and the -2, which is +4, and you're going to write that below it, okay. So that will be a +4 right there, okay. Now it's the product of the 4 and the -2, okay. The product of this 4 and the -2, which is -8, and that will proceed under the 18, okay. So that will be a -8 over here. It's -8 over there, okay. The product of 4 and -2, that's a -8, and then 18 and -8 proceed by addition, all right. And so that will proceed at the bottom, that will be 10, okay, a +10. That's the result of 18 and -8. Now you're back to multiplication, 10 and -2. It's this time the 10 and the -2. All right, so that would be a -20. You're going to write it over here. So that's a -20 there. The product of 10 and -2. And then this will be the very last addition, the 0 and the -20, which will result to a -20. Okay, there. And so the -20 is the remainder. Okay, this number here, that is called the remainder. There, that's it. Okay, now remember our given dividend is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 18x. So that means the highest degree is 3. All right. Now the resulting numbers here, okay, the resulting numbers here, that number 1 will be the coefficient of the next lower degree. It will now be x squared. So our quotient, okay, our quotient starts with x squared, okay. So this will now be, of course, x squared, okay. This will now be 2. There. That will be x squared with a coefficient of 1, okay. Now, the 4 will be going here, okay. And that will be plus 4, and then it will be x to the first, okay. So that will be 4x. And then the next one, the number 10 will be coefficient of x to the 0. That means it remains a constant. So the next term there will just be plus 10 there, okay. And of course, you have the negative 20. The negative, that will be used as a subtraction sign over here. It will be a subtraction sign here, minus, like that, okay. And then it will be a fraction, okay. It will be a fraction. Just like the long division, okay. If it's not a zero remainder, then it will have to be written this way, with the 20 on top, okay. And the divisor x plus 2, that will be at the denominator, like this, there, okay. So this gives us the quotient, okay. And so this is what you call the quotient, there. There, okay. And so remember, the result of your synthetic division becomes the coefficients of the quotient, okay. So you have the 1 here, that means 1x squared, and then the next is 4x, because it will be a second degree, first degree, and then a constant, like that. And if there's a remainder, then it will be written as a fraction, like this, okay. And this negative of the 20 become a sign here, okay, become a sign. All right, becomes a sign. All right, so that will be the answer for the first number, and we can verify the answer from the database there, okay. It's over here. You can see the answer over here. All right, there, okay. All right, so I hope you were able to see how it's done, all right, for our synthetic division, okay. All right, and so we shall proceed to the second number, and we're going to continue solving the next numbers. All right, let me clear the screen, okay. And we'll hide the answer for the first number so that it will not show the answer for the second. All right, okay, here's the second. Use synthetic division to divide x cubed minus 2x squared minus 8x divided by x plus 1. Okay, so for our solution, we will have to write first the given data. All right, so we have the given. Okay, here's our dividend, okay. And so we will have to begin with x cubed. So we will write the exponents for the 3, 2. Remember, we cannot write that using the Unicode, okay. It works only with 0 and 4 up to 9, okay. So we will have to write the 3 and the 2 and the 1 manually. All right, so this is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 8x, okay. And of course, there's another x here. It is actually plus 0, okay, and x, okay, to the 0, of course. Well, to the 0, it actually works with the 0. All right, so this is actually 2070x there. Okay, it works with a zero. Okay, all right, and so this will now be the given, and then we shall write the exponents here, of course. So this is 3, and this is 2. Of course, this is 1, of course. You don't have to write it actually, but just for clarification. Now you have 3, 2, 1, 0 there. This is the dividend. Now, your divisor is the x plus 1. Now, in the synthetic division process, you will have to type it. Okay, this is your dividend. Okay, and this will be the numerical coefficients. Dividends. Okay, the dividends numeric coefficient. That will be numerical coefficients there. Okay, and then we have to extend that and like that. Now we shall enumerate the coefficient. So for the x cubed, it's 1. For the squared, it's -2. For the x to the first, that's -8. And of course, for the x to the 0, which represents the constant, it's just a 0 there. Remember, it will be from highest to the lowest. Okay. If there is missing, you have to provide by a 0. Okay. All right. And so this is it. This will be the listed coefficients of the dividend. Okay. Now we're going to have our trial divisor. Of course, that will come from the x plus 1 expression. So we will have to make use of the x plus 1, equate that to 0, and solve for x. Okay. So this will be -1, -1, and x is equal to -1 there. Okay, so this will be our trial divisor. It's the -1. So we're going to place that over here. Okay, you can place it here, and this will be your trial divisor. Okay, so this is -1 there. Okay, and then we put a line here. Okay, and you can take this as a 0 over here below the 1. There's a 0 there like that. That's the first number. Okay. Now the first step is to add the 1 and the 0, and you will have the sum right here below the line. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay. And then the next thing to do is get the product of this number 1 and your trial divisor. So it's 1 and -1, so it's a -1. So this will now be a -1 product there. And it will be written to the next column. So it's a series of add and then multiply and then add and then multiply and then add and then multiply until the final addition, which gives you the remainder. Okay, which gives you the remainder. So it's a cycle of add, starting with add and then multiply and then add until you reach the final addition. Okay. All right. So here you're going to add the -2 and the -1, which will result to a -3 there. Okay. -3 there. After which you're back to multiplying the -3 and the trial divisor -1, which results to a +3 to be written below the next column. Okay. The -8. So you're going to write here a +3. So that's a 3 there. And then it's addition again. So -8 plus 3, it's a -5. So you're going to write here -5 there. The result of adding the -8 and the 3. And then you're back to product. Okay, multiplying the -5 and the -1. So that should be about 5. Okay, a +5. So that will be written in the next column below the 0. So the 5 goes there. And then it will be your last addition, 0 plus 5. That results to a 5 remainder. So the 5 is there, and that will be your remainder. So this number here, that will be your remainder. There, okay? All right, how about the result? All right, the result, of course, will be 1 degree lower. So from x cubed, this will be the coefficients of x squared, x, and of course a constant, okay, plus a fraction, okay? That would be 5 over the divisor, okay? So our answer will be written this way. That will be, okay, it will be 1, okay, 1x squared, okay, 1x squared minus 3x minus 5 plus, okay, the 5 will be written over here, okay, the 5 will be over here. This is the remainder, and then we will have to write the divisor over here. Okay, the divisor is x plus 1. Okay, let me complete the exponents. Okay, this number 1 gets here, coefficient of the next lower degree. Remember, our dividend is cube. Okay, the result will be squared. And so this will be, of course, squared. Okay, so this will be squared. Okay, this is first degree, and this is 0 degree, which is just a number. That means a constant. Okay, remember, we don't write x to the 0. Okay, we don't write that. So this is a line over here. This is 5 over, it's a fraction, of course, there. And this is our answer. Okay, now we don't usually write it this way. We only write the answer. Okay, we do write the answer like x and then minus 3x minus 5 and then plus, okay, we have a line here, the fraction line there, and here we write the 5, okay, the positive 5, of course, and x plus 1 over here, x plus 1, and this is supposed to be, of course, squared. You don't usually write the coefficient 1, okay, it's just to show you that number 1 is a coefficient of squared. So this is how you represent the answer. So this is the final required quotient there, okay? So this is our quotient there. Okay, so this is the result of the synthetic division. So you see 1, -3, -5 will be coefficients of the quotient, okay? And it will start 1 degree lower from the degree of the dividend, okay? So if your the highest degree of a dividend is 3, then your answer will be squared. All right, so that's it. This is our answer. Let us check from the database. All right, here's our answer. Okay, it matches our answer, and so therefore we are correct. We are correct with our solution. Okay, so this is the computer's answer. All right, and so we shall see the third. I hope you're learning from our solution here. Let's continue with our number 3. Let's number 3. Okay, here's number 3. Use synthetic division to divide 2x cubed minus x squared minus 18x plus 9 divided by x plus 1. What is the quotient? All right, what is the quotient? Okay, so we shall proceed directly to our synthetic division. Okay, so this will be a solution by synthetic division. Okay, so we shall enumerate right away. 2x cubed minus x squared. I'm going to write the exponents later. 18x plus 9, okay, and that will be x to the 0. Remember, the constant is x to the 0. Okay, so let us not write anymore x to the 0. And so this will be by x plus 1. Okay, so this will be, of course, third degree. Okay, that will be a cube, and then this is squared, and this is first, and this is x to the 0. Okay, our trial divisor, of course, we can solve it over here. X plus 1. X plus 1, equate that to 0, solve for x. Okay, and that will just be minus 1. Okay, minus 1 and minus 1. And that will be about x equal to negative 1. Okay, so our trial divisor is negative 1. Okay, all right, so we shall write the numbers. Okay, we shall write the numbers. Okay, we shall begin with the numbers 2, and then negative 1, and then negative 18, and positive 9, and then we shall write the negative 1 over here. There, and then just use a partition line there. Okay, all right, and so these are the coefficients of the terms of the dividends. Okay, and that's 2, negative 1, negative 18, and 9. Okay, all right, so we will proceed with our synthetic division. All right, and there's a 0 over here, of course. That will be included in the first addition. It's like bring down the 2. Okay, so this will now be 2, and then the product of 2 and the trial divisor negative 1 results to a negative 2. So that product negative 2 will be written in the next column. So that will be right here, negative 2 there. Next step is addition again. Okay, so the negative 1 and the negative 2 results to negative 3. So it will be a negative 3 here. And then next product is negative 3 and the trial divisor negative 1 results to a positive 3. Positive 3 is written to the next column below the negative 18. And so this will be a product of positive 3 there. And then addition again, resulting to negative 15. And that will be at the bottom. So you have to write there negative 15. Next is product of the multiplying negative 15 and negative 1 results to a positive 15. That will be below the next number 9. So that will be 15 there. And then this is your final addition. 15 and 9 gives 24. So that becomes your remainder there. And so this is the remainder. Okay. This is now the remainder. Now you can set your quotient. All right. It will be starting with the x squared, because your dividend is x cubed. Okay, the highest degree is cube, so the result will start from squared. So this will now be written, okay, starting with 2, and then x squared. Okay, this will be squared. This will be squared, and then of course followed by negative 3x. So this will be negative 3x, and then minus 15, that's x to the 0. Okay, so that will be x to the 0. And so we have a positive 24. So this next sign will be plus sign of the 24. And then you continue with the fraction line. Okay, there. And then you type the 24 on top, that becomes the numerator, like that. And then the divisor x plus 1, that will be written at the denominator. So x plus 1 there. And this will be our quotient. Okay, so this will be our quotient there. Okay, all right, so this is our answer. Okay, verify. We shall verify this there. It's 2x squared minus 3x minus 15 plus 24 over x plus 1. Okay, that's correct. That will be for our number 3. Okay, you can verify that from the computer's database over here, there. And you can compare our answer. All right, you can compare our answer there. All right, so exactly what we obtained. All right, let's continue with number 4. Let's clear the screen, clear the answer, and proceed to number 4. Okay, use synthetic division to divide 12x cubed plus 20x squared minus 16x minus 16 divided by x plus 1. Okay, what is the quotient? All right, so using the solution, okay, so this will be the given. All right, let's start with the given here. Given dividend, we have 12x cubed plus 20x squared. I'm going to write the exponents later. X minus 16. There. And this will now be, of course, degree 3. This is degree 2. And then this is degree 1. And of course, this is x to the 0, of course. Okay. This is x to the 0. So if you're going to include that, that's x to the 0. There, like that. Okay. So x to the 0. So it's 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. And then you're going to make use of the coefficients. All right. This is now the synthetic division part. Okay. We're going to enumerate the coefficients. Okay. For the x cubed, it's 12. For the x squared, it's 20. For the x to the 1, it's negative 16. For the x to the 0, it's negative 16. There. Okay. All right. Now we're going to make use of the trial divisor, which will come from the divisor x plus 1. Okay, so the way to do that is solve for the value of x, equating that to 0, solve for x. Okay, and this will be minus 1 and minus 1. X is equal to negative 1. There. So this will be our trial divisor. Okay, the value x equals negative 1. So you can write that over here. Negative 1, and then put a line. Okay, use a line over here. Okay, now this particular solution is called synthetic division. Okay, just like what we did in numbers 1 to 3. So we put a line here and then proceed to our division process. Okay, put a 0 over here. There. First operation is add and then multiply the result by the trial divisor. And then the result of the multiplication will be an addend to the next column. Okay. And then the result of adding that will be multiplied again by the trial divisor. And then the result of this, which is the product, will be written in the next column, will be addend to the next number, and so forth and so on, until you reach the final addition, which will provide you the remainder. Okay. All right. So the first step here is to add the 12 and the 0. So that will be 12. Okay. Then 12 times negative 1, the trial divisor gives a negative 12. And that resulting multiplication, okay, the product, negative 12, will be written the next column below the 20. So here you write the negative 12 there. Okay. All right, there. And then proceed by another addition, which gives you, of course, a positive 8 there. After which, 8 now times the trial divisor -1. So 8 times -1 is a -8. Okay, and that will be written the next column, okay, below the -16. So this is where you write the -8 there. Okay, so you're going to write it there. Then next is addition again. The result of -16 and -8 is a -24. And you have to write that right here. So it's -24. Okay. Then multiplication again, -24 by -1. So it's a positive 24. Now to the next column, which is the -16, the last number. So you have to write there the positive 24. Okay, there. And so this will be your final addition. It will be a positive 8. Okay, the positive 8 over here. There. And this is now the remainder. All right, and so this is what we call the remainder. All right, this is your trial divisor, of course. This is your trial divisor. There. Okay, now the quotient. All right, so we are going to enumerate the quotient, the coefficients for the quotient. All right, this will be 12. All right, 8, -24, and you have a positive 8, so that would mean a fraction here, plus, and then you have to put that fraction line, okay, and on top will be occupied by the positive 8, okay, here, you write the positive 8 there, and then below is the divisor x plus 1, there. Okay, these coefficients 12, 8, and -24, you have the 12 for the x squared. So here you write x squared. This is now x squared. Okay, this is squared there. And then, of course, it will be followed by, this is, of course, positive 8. So it's plus, and then you have there the next letter there is x to the first. Okay, this will just be x to the first. Let me put that correctly. This will be x, and then -24 is x to the 0, so we don't have to write x to the 0. Okay, and so this will be our quotient there, and this will be our answer. Okay, so this is our quotient, and we shall try to see the answer from the database of the computer over here. All right, check it out. That's below the question over here. All right, that confirms our answer. 12x squared plus 8x minus 24 plus the fraction 8 over x plus 1. Okay, that's how you write the remainder. Okay, how come we write it that way? All right, I show you why. If we divide 7, let's go to numbers. 7 divided by, say, 2. Okay, all right, 7 divided by 2. So we get a 3. And then 3 times 2, we get a 6. And then we get a difference of 1. Now, 1 is lower than 2, so we cannot divide anymore. So we stop there. The 1 becomes our remainder. Okay, how do we write the answer? It's 3, all right, 3 plus the remainder 1 over 2, right? That's the equivalent of 7 over 2. That's how you write 7 over 2. 7 divided by 2 is equal to 3 plus remainder 1 over 2. Okay, in decimal, this is 3.5, right? This is equal to 3.5 there. Just a numerical example there. That's why we write our answers in algebra. We write it this way. Okay, so the remainder goes on top of the fraction that becomes the numerator. In our numerical example, it's the number 1. Okay, and then below that, the denominator 2, the divisor. Okay, that's why we have this particular answer here. Okay, so in algebra, we follow that system. All right, so that goes to our number 4. Let's continue with the next. Let's have number 5. All right, let's clear the answer. If we don't clear, if we move to 5, sometimes it displays the answer right away. So we have to clear that, and then let's have the next number. All right, here's the next. Use synthetic division to divide 3x to the fourth plus 4x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. What is the quotient? All right, so let's write first our given. So we have the solution. This will be our dividend. Okay, we have 3x to the fourth. Okay, and then we have plus 4x cubed. Okay, let me write the 3, the 2 later. So this will be minus 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Okay, so this will be our dividend. This is to the 3, and this is to the 2. Okay, it's understood this is 1. Okay, and of course this is x to the 0. Okay, x to the 0, like that. Okay, all right. Although you can do that in Unicode. Okay, you can do that in Unicode. All right, so this is our dividend. We're going to enumerate the coefficients when we're about to do the synthetic division. So this will be using synthetic division. We're now going to have the coefficients from degree 4 up to degree 0. So you can see the exponents are so arranged from highest to lowest. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's complete. So you're going to have it that way. If something is missing, okay, if something is missing, say x to the fourth, and then it jumped to the, say, some lower, and it's not the next, okay? I'll cite an example. Say, for example, the given is like this. 4x to the, say, 5, okay, minus 6x to the 4, like that. And then it jumped to, let's say, plus, okay, 2x minus 13. Okay, let's say this is your dividend. If this is your dividend, so you can see 5, 4, there is no 3, there is no 2. This is first degree. Okay, and so when you do your synthetic division, you will have to enumerate this way. You will have 4 for the x to the fifth. You will have negative 6 for the x to the fourth. Now for the x cubed, which is missing in the dividend, you will have to provide a 0. And then the squared, the degree 2 is also missing. You also have to provide a 0. And then the first degree is there. It's 2x. So that's x to the 1. Now you will have to write the 2. And then the number negative 13 is for the x to the 0. Okay, so that follows there. So you can see this particular set of numbers. This is now 4, negative 6, 0, 0, 2, negative 13. These are now the coefficients of x to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2, to the first, and to the 0 there. So if something is missing, you have to provide using a coefficient of 0. And then that's when you start your synthetic division. Okay, well, just in case you encounter something like that, that's the way to do it. All right. Okay, so I just cited an example that you might encounter later. All right, so let me erase this part. Let me erase. I hope I don't erase what I typed on the above portion. Okay. All right. Okay. And so let's do our number 5. Okay. Let's do our number 5. This is now coefficient of 3. That will be for x to the fourth. 4 for the x cubed. Negative 4 for the x squared. 4 for the first degree. And for the constant, that's 1. Okay. That will be for x to the 0. And okay, that will be for our dividend. All right, let's have our trial divisor. Our trial divisor comes from the divisor x plus 2. So we get that number separately. And a shortcut there is just change the sign. Okay, you can see here plus 2, just change the sign. It's a negative 2. Okay, but the way I do it so that solvers will not forget, you equate that to, you equate the given divisor to 0 and solve for x. Okay, so you can solve for x there, and x is, of course, just like what I said, it's negative 2 there. And so your trial divisor is negative 2, which you can write with a partition here like that. There, and this will be over here. This is negative 2 there. That will becomes your multiplier. Okay, that becomes your multiplier. All right, and so we continue now with synthetic division. We put a line there. Okay, and then we put a 0 for our first addition. Okay, put a 0 there for our first addition. All right, 3 plus 0, we have 3. And then our first multiplication is 3 times the trial divisor. So it's 3 times negative 2, which is negative 6. Negative 6 goes here. Okay, it will now be negative 6, which is below the next column number. All right, this will be our second addition, resulting to negative 2 there. Okay, next product is this last result times the trial divisor. Okay, so it's negative 2 times negative 2 is a plus 4. Plus 4, okay, will be written in the next column there. And then this is the third addition, all right, which results to 0. Okay, so it's a 0 there. Okay, after getting the 0, this is our third multiplication. 0 by the negative 2, we get a 0 over here. There. That's the product. And then next is another addition. 4 plus 0, and that's another 4. There. And then this is the fourth multiplication. 4 times negative 2 gives a negative 8. That we go to the next column below the positive 1. So here you write the negative 8 there. Okay. Then this will be your final addition, resulting to a negative 7 remainder. Negative 7 remainder. Okay, so this is our remainder. Let's encircle the remainder, okay, because it's just one number over here. It's negative 7. All right, after doing that, we are now ready to write our quotient. All right, this will be the coefficients of the quotient. All right, let's type our answer. It will be 1 degree lower. So this will be cube, okay? 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 0x to the first, okay? Plus 4, the constant. And then this is a negative 7 remainder. So the sign here is minus, okay? And then we put the division line, okay? We put the division line here. All right. Now, let me put the exponents first before we forget. All right. This is now coefficient 3. Okay. This is coefficient 3. Remember, it's 1 degree lower, okay, for the quotient. So this will be degree 2. Okay. And of course, this is degree 1, which we can simplify later because the coefficient there is 0. Okay. This is, of course, constant. So we don't write x to the 0 because x to the 0 is 1, okay? All right. Now we proceed with our fraction. Okay, this 7 is over here, there. And then below this is the divisor, x plus 2, there. Of course, you can simplify this, okay? We can simplify this further. This will be 3x cubed minus 2x squared. We can now omit that 0x to the first, okay? All right, because the coefficient is 0. So it will immediately be plus 4 and then minus, okay? And then we write the fraction. All right. So the fraction will be over here. Okay, so we have here x plus 2 at the denominator, and of course the 7 at the numerator there. And of course our exponents, this will be cube, and this will be squared there. And this is our final answer. Okay, this is our quotient there. Okay, and we can check and verify from the computer's database there. All right, you can see it there. It's over here below the question. There. Okay, it matches our solution and answer, and that's it. All right, so we're correct with number 5. Let's continue with the next number. Let's proceed to number 6. Okay, here's number 6. Use synthetic division to divide 5x cubed plus 20x squared plus 15x divided by x plus 2. What is the quotient? All right, so she'll do our solution. We write the dividend. And here's our dividend. 5x cubed, 20x squared plus 15x. And let's write the exponents. This is 3. This is 2. And of course, this is first degree, okay? All right. So use now synthetic division. Okay, we enumerate the coefficients 5, 20, 15, and of course for the x to 0, we will provide a 0, okay? There, okay. Now we make use of the x plus 2, our divisor, okay? Solve our trial divisor. Equate to 0, solve for x. Minus 2, minus 2. And x is equal to negative 2 there. This is our trial divisor. Okay. All right. So you can put it here. There. Okay. Trial divisor. All right. We can now make use of the partition line here. And here we have the negative 2, our trial divisor. Negative 2 there. All right, so we proceed with our synthetic division, put the horizontal line, okay, we write the first 0, our first addend, okay. Our first addition is from the highest degree term, okay, 5, that's the coefficient, all right, numerical coefficient 5. All right, so remember, if you're starting your setup with your synthetic division, you will have to write all the coefficients from the highest degree to x to 0. So if you don't see a number, you have to write a 0. Because this is only 3, 2, 1, and this is supposed to be a numeric value, okay, for the x to the 0. That's why we provided a 0 there. All right, and so our first step is to add. We'll get here a 5 plus 0, which is 5. Next step is product. get the product of 5 and negative 2, which is negative 10, to be written in the next column. And then our second addition, okay, resulting to a positive 10. Okay, our second product, that will be 10 and negative 2 multiplication, that's a negative 20, to be written under the 15. Negative 20 there. All right. Then this is our third addition. This results to negative 5. Okay. Negative 5 there. Okay. All right. This will be our third multiplication. Negative 5 by negative 2 is a positive 10, written below the last number. Okay. Written at the last column. Then these are final addition, 0 plus 10. So we get a positive 10 remainder. There, okay? So this is our remainder. Okay, this is our remainder. Okay, so we can type it there as indicated. All right. Now we can write the answer. It will be 1 degree lower, okay, from the dividend. So we will be starting with squared. So our quotient is 5x squared. This will be 5x squared. This will be degree 2. There, okay. And then we have plus 10. This will be first degree x, okay. And then followed by the constant minus 5. And then our remainder is positive 10. So this will be a plus 10. Plus, and then you put the 10 here. Put the number 10 over here. And put the divisor at the denominator part, x plus 2. And we provide a fraction line, okay. That's it. And we have the answer, okay. This is our quotient. There, okay. This is our quotient. What is the quotient? This is our quotient. There. Now we can verify the answer from the computer's database. There. Okay. So it matches our answer over here. All right. Okay. So I hope you are getting the way to do it. Okay. All right. Let's continue with the next number. Okay. Let me clear the screen. And we proceed to the next number. That will be for number 7. Okay, that will be for number 7. Oh, we're doing number 7 now. Okay, so let's continue. All right, this is for number 7. Okay, here's number 7. All right. Okay, we shall begin with given. All right. For our solution, we have the dividend. Okay, the dividend is 4th degree polynomial. So we have 4 x to the 4th. Okay, so that will be there, x to the 4th plus 3x cubed. So this will be 3rd degree. Let's write it right away. There, and then followed by 2nd degree. That's minus 17x squared. So this is to the second power. There, and then continue with the 1st degree. This will now be minus 3x plus 13. There. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. These are the coefficients: 4, 3, negative 17, negative 3, positive 13. Okay, so synthetic division now. Solution by synthetic division. All right, coefficients are 4, 3, negative 17, negative 3, positive 13. Okay, trial divisor will be over here. Let's start with x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, all right, so this will be for our trial divisor. Okay, x plus 2 equals 0. Solve for x. Now this will just be x equals negative 2. Okay, x is equal to negative 2. There. That's our trial divisor. We put it here. We put partition here. Then we put our number. It's a negative 2 there. Then we start with our synthetic division. Put the horizontal line. All right, the first add then is a 0. There. Okay, first addition is 4 and 0. We get a 4. First product is the number 4. Okay, and the trial divisor. It's a negative 8. So negative 8 goes here. Next addition is negative 5. Okay. Next multiplication is positive 10 to be written below the 17 negative. Positive 10. Okay. Third addition, that's a negative 7. Next multiplication is positive 14. That will be written over here. And then fourth addition, that should be about 11. Okay. That results to 11 there. Next product is negative 22 to be written at the final column. Negative 22 there. Okay, so this will be our final addition, negative 22 and positive 13. That results to negative 9. Okay, our remainder is a negative 9 there. Okay, this is our remainder there. This is our remainder. All right, so we have our quotient now. Okay, it will be 1 degree lower from the dividend, so it will be third degree. So we will start with the coefficients 4 and then x cubed. This will be x cubed. And then we have the minus 5. Continue with the minus 5x squared. This will be squared. There. Then followed by the minus 7. Be minus 7x first degree plus 11 constant. And then that's a negative 9. So we're going to use a minus there. And then 9 goes here at the numerator, and then at the denominator we will have the divisor, x plus 2. Then we put the fraction line. Okay, here's the fraction line. There. Okay, and we have the answer. All right, this provides us our quotient. So this is our quotient. This is our quotient. All right. We can verify from the computer. All right. 4x cubed minus 5x squared minus 7x plus 11 minus 9 over x plus 2. That's our quotient. Okay. So we're exactly correct. All right, that goes to our number 7. Number 8 now. Number 8. Here's number 8. All right, use synthetic division to divide 3x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 12x squared minus 12x by the divisor x minus 1. What is the quotient? All right, let us begin with our solution. All right. Okay, the given first. Given dividend. All right, 3x to the 4th. So that's 2074 x plus 3x cube. All right, let me continue first. Minus 12x squared minus 12x. All right, this will be, of course, cube. Let me clear that. Let me clear that. Okay. 3x to the 4th, and then followed by plus 3x cubed minus 12x squared minus 12x. Okay, and then for clarification, that's plus 0 x to the 0. There. Okay. All right. So we write here our given. Okay. Okay. And so this will be third. This is degree 3. Okay. This is degree 3. There. This is degree 2. There. This is degree 1. There. All right. So this is our dividend. 4, 3, 2, 1. And if there's missing number for degree 0, you provide a 0. Okay. All right. That will complete your synthetic division solution. All right. Let's proceed to the trial divisor. And so we have the x minus 1. Equate that to 0. Solve for x. That will just be positive 1. X is equal to positive 1. Okay. All right. Synthetic division now. So using synthetic division, we're going to gather the coefficients. All right. So we have for the x to the 4th, that's 3. For the x cubed, that's 3. For the x squared, it's negative 12. For the first degree, it's another negative 12. For the 0 degree, it's a 0. Yeah. And now we put our partition line. All right. Okay, we have here a positive, let's put the horizontal line also. Okay, after which we now provide our numbers. Trial divisor over here, it's a positive 1. Then our first, okay, our first add-in, it's a 0, okay. And our first sum, okay, our first sum is between 3 and 0, okay. 3 plus 0 is 3, okay. And then the product of 3 and 1 now, okay. The first product is 3 times 1, which will be positive 3, okay. It will be written over here. So that's 3, okay. And then our second sum is 6, okay. It will be at the bottom. Next multiplication is 6 times 1. That will be a 6 to be written at the third column below the negative 12. So that's 6 there. Okay. This will be our third addition. This will result to a negative 6 there. Negative 6, and then next product is negative 6 times 1 is a negative 6. Going to the next column, that will be negative 6 there. And here's our next addition between negative 12 and negative 6. That's a negative 18. there, okay? Negative 18, and then this will be our final product. Negative 18 times 1 is another negative 18 to be written below the 0. So it will be over here, negative 18, there. All right. And so that's it. Get the final sum. 0 plus negative 18, it's the negative 18 becoming our remainder, okay? This is our remainder. Okay, so let's just encircle our remainder to distinguish it from the other numbers. This will now be our remainder. Okay, all right, our quotient now will be, okay, it will be 1 degree lower, so it will be third degree. So 3x cubed, okay, this will be x cubed. There, then followed by 6x squared. This will be plus 6x, all right, squared. Okay, this will be second degree. And then continue with the next. This will be a minus 6, first degree now, x, followed by the constant 18. Okay, now our remainder is a negative 18, so we will have a minus the fraction. Okay, minus, we now write our 18, and then below that is the divisor x minus 1. Okay, x minus 1 there. Okay, and this will be the fraction line. All right, and so we can now encircle final answer. All right, there, enclose. Okay, enclose. All right, and so this will be our quotient. Okay, so this is it. This is our quotient. Let's verify our answer. Okay, so we have 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x minus 18 over x minus 1. All right, so answer is matched, okay, and similar, exactly the same. All right, let's continue with the next number 9. All right, next number 9. Next number. All right, here's number 9, a problem. The volume of a rectangular prism is x cubed plus x squared minus 13x plus 14. That's the volume, okay, with height equivalent to x minus 2. So these are algebraic expressions. Using synthetic division, what is the area of the base? So this is a geometric problem. We shall try to interpret this first. So imagine a rectangular prism. Okay, let me just have some illustration here. Okay, let's have our rectangular prism. Okay, so excuse my drawing, okay? All right, so imagine this your rectangular prism, okay? Now, it has a volume, of course, okay? It's a solid, all right? So there is the volume here, volume V, all right? Now, the height, of course, the height is over there, okay? The height H, all right, where's the area? Okay, the area is the bottom face, okay, or the top, all right? So that will be the area part, okay, it's over here, that. Okay, so the area times the height, it's the volume, okay? So our formula is volume, okay, the volume V the volume V is equal to area of the base or the top, all right, times the height there, okay? All right, so this is our formula for the solid, okay? How about getting the area? So we're going to divide both sides by H, okay? So V over H is equal to area times H divided by H. And so we'll be able to get V over H is equal to area there, because this H cancels out with the H, okay? So we have the formula for the area. It's volume divided by the height there. And this is the solution. This is the way to do it, okay? All right. And so when we're going to do the solution, we will have to make use of the volume. We will divide that by the height, exactly what we have here. It's expressed in a polynomial x cubed plus x squared minus 13x plus 14. So using a synthetic division, okay, we have the coefficients of the dividend, okay, the volume, okay. That'd be 1 for the x cubed, 1 for the x squared, negative 13 for the first degree x, and then 14 for the constant there. Okay, our trial divisor here is x minus 2, okay? And so our x there is positive 2. So positive 2 is what we're going to use for our trial divisor. So we have a positive 2 over here. Okay, at this point, you know where I got the positive 2. It's x minus 2, okay, for the trial divisor. We have x minus 2, equate that to 0, solve for x. It's equal to a positive 2 there, okay, at the right side of the screen. And so we're going to use this x equals 2 here, all right, there. Okay, so it's this number 2 here. All right, so we will now continue with our synthetic division. We draw a horizontal line there. Okay. First add-in is 0. First addition, 1 plus 0. We get a 1. First product is 1 times 2. We have a product of positive 2. Okay. To be written in the next column. Okay. Our second addition is 1 plus 2. Okay. Our result is 3. Okay. And then next product is 3 times 2, which is 6. To be written below the negative 13. So it's a positive 6 there. Okay. And then next addition is negative 13 plus 6. It's a negative 7 result. There. Negative 7. Next product is negative 7 and 2. It's a negative 14. It's a negative 14. There. And so this will be our final addition, resulting to a 0 total or 0 remainder. Okay. We're going to have a 0 remainder here. Okay. Our answer will be, our quotient will be 1 degree lower. So this will be 1x squared. So our quotient will be x squared. This will be a second degree. Okay, and followed by, of course, 3x. This will be plus 3x minus 7. Okay, so this is our answer. X squared plus 3x minus 7. And this is our supposed to be area. All right. This must be the resulting area. There. Let's check and verify from the computer. There, okay? X squared plus 3x minus 7. Okay, you can see the answer over here, confirming our answer. Okay, so this must be the correct area. Okay, that should be the correct area. X squared plus 3x minus 7. It's everything is given in expression. Okay, algebraic polynomial. All right, so the volume is in polynomial, the height is polynomial, and the area is also expected in polynomial. So this is the answer. All right, let's proceed to the next. Let's have number 10. Number 10 now. Okay, let's proceed to the number 10. All right. Okay, the area of rectangle is given x cubed plus 4x squared minus 16x minus 15. You can see this polynomial, it's so arranged, degree 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then a constant. All right, so that might be the dividend. All right, that's for the area. Now, the length is x minus 3. Okay, using synthetic division, what is the width of the rectangle? Okay, let's figure out first how a rectangle looks like. All right, imagine that we don't have that in mind yet. All right, now this is how it looks like. All right, a rectangle. All corners are right angles. Okay, supposed to be. All right, excuse my drawing again. All right, so this is our rectangle. We have our length over here. Let's just call it L. And this is also, of course, L. Now, this will be our width, and this will be our width. All right, there. And this is our area, area A, there. Okay, so what's our formula? It will be area A is equal to the product of length times the width. Okay, there. All right. What is the width? All right, so we divide both sides by the length. Okay, so we're going to have here area divided by length is equal to the product of length and the width divided by the length. Okay, and so the next line will be area divided by the length is equal to the width. Okay, and that will be properly written, width is equal to area divided by the length. Okay, so for our solution, it will be the dividend area divided by the divisor length. So using synthetic division, okay, let's do our solution here. Using synthetic division, okay, we have there, let's jump right away to our synthetic division, getting the coefficients. You see the given is degree 3 followed by 2, and then first degree, and then a number, so it's complete. So we shall have the coefficient of x cubed, that's positive 1. The second degree is positive 4. The first degree is negative 16. The 0 degree is the constant negative 15. Okay, our first add-in is 0. Trial divisor will be written at the right side. Okay, so our trial divisor, that's x minus 3 equals to 0. Okay, our trial divisor. Okay, x minus 3, equate that to 0. Solve for x, that's a positive 3 there. Okay, that's a positive 3. So we have here a positive 3 trial divisor. Continue now with our synthetic division. There will be a horizontal line here. Okay, let's put our numbers. First addition is 1 plus 0. That should proceed with a 0 result there. Okay. And then first product is that should be a 1. Sorry for that. That should be a 1. We're adding it. So that should be a 1, not a product 0. It will be a sum of 1. All right, there. Product of 1 and 3 is 3, which will be written in the next column. That will be 3. This will be our second addition, resulting to 7. Okay. Next product is 7 times 3. That will be 21. To be written below the negative 16. Okay. Here's our third addition, negative 16 and 21. That's a positive 5. All right. And then next product is 15, 5 times 3. So the next product will be written below the negative 15. So here's our positive 15. Okay. All right. And so here's our fourth addition, negative 15 and the positive 15 results to a 0. So we have a 0 remainder here. So it will be a 0 remainder there. All right. And so our width, okay, will be the polynomial x squared. This will be x squared plus 7x plus 5 there. And this will be squared, of course. Let me put the number 2, okay? There, okay? So this will be our width, okay? The required width of the rectangle in polynomial, okay? It's polynomial. So this will be our width there, okay? So that's our answer. Let's see. It's x squared plus 7x plus 5. Okay, there's the confirmation. All right, and this must be correct. All right. Okay, so that goes to our number 10. Let's see if we still have more. Let's check on number 11. Here's number 11. One factor of x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x minus 24 is x plus 2. What are all the roots of the function? What are all the roots of the function? Okay, we'll use the remainder theorem. All right, let's see what remainder we're going to get when we divide this. Okay, all right, let's use synthetic division. Okay, we're after all the roots. Okay, find all the roots. Okay, we have here the polynomial, degree 3 for our dividend, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's complete using synthetic division. Using synthetic division, all right, let's see the remainder. Okay, we have 1 and then 3 and then negative 10, negative 24. All right, these are the coefficients. All right, let's see that x plus 2. For our divisor, x plus 2 equals 0, x is equal to negative 2. And so we can put here a partition. We put the minus 2 there. We put the minus 2 there, okay? All right, we continue with the division. First add-in, it's a 0. Then here we have 1 plus 0, which is 1. Product of 1 and negative 2 is a negative 2. Okay, next addition is 3 and negative 2, it's a 1. Next multiplication is 1 and negative 2, it's another negative 2. There. third addition is negative 12. So we have a negative 12 and then negative 12 times negative 2 now. So it's a positive 24. And we have a zero remainder. We have a zero remainder here. Negative 24 and positive 24, that results to a zero remainder. Okay. Okay. So if the remainder is 0, then x plus 2 is a factor. Okay. X plus 2 is a factor. Therefore, x equals to negative 2 is a root. Okay. This is a root. Okay. This one. So this will be one of the roots. There. Okay. Now we have this particular result. They call this depressed equation, all right, which is now second degree. Okay, you have that 1, 1, negative 12, and this means like this. 1, let me select that properly. That should be, this is supposed to be now 1 times x squared plus 1x minus 12 there, or we can rewrite it like x squared plus x minus 12 there, and we can get this by factoring. Okay, x squared plus x minus 12, we can get the factors, okay, and equate them to 0. So this will be binomials like that, and this will be x and x. The factors of 12 will be 3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4. This will now be 4, and this will be 3. And then we have a positive middle term, positive 1. So we shall make this the positive and make the 3 negative. There. Okay. This will be the factored form of x squared plus x minus 12. Okay. You see the middle term is plus 1x. Then the product of negative 3 and 4 is the negative 12. The product of the x and x is the x squared. So we can equate these two factors to 0. Okay. All right. We can now equate this x minus 3 equals 0 and x equals 3. There. This is the second root. And then we have the other one, x plus 4. X plus 4 is equal to 0, and x is negative 4. And this is the other root. And our dividend is highest degree 3. That means we expect 3 roots here. So the answers will be negative 4. Now let's just, let me just type it over here. All right. The answers are x is equal to negative 4, x is equal to negative 2, and the other one is x equal to a positive 3. These are the roots, okay? So these are the roots of the equation over here, okay? So this will be the roots there, okay? We are asked to get all the roots, okay? So this will be the roots of the given long polynomial. All right, let's check and verify. Okay, all right, it matches our answer. You can see it over here. There, all right. So that's how to get the roots of all. This will be the way to get all the roots, all right, there. All right, so this will now be for number 11. Let's continue with the next number. All right, this will now be number 12. Let's continue with the last number. Let's have the last number. Okay, here's the last number. This is for number 12. Okay, one factor of this long polynomial is x minus 5. What are all the roots of the function? What are all the roots of the function? Now, to get the roots, that means you should get a zero remainder, okay? Otherwise, if there's a remainder, then that is not exactly divisible, okay? It's not exactly divisible by that divisor. All right, so it's given one factor is x minus 5. So that means if we divide it by x minus 5, this polynomial will have a zero remainder. All right, let's find out. The dividend is 4, degree 4, okay? And it has the polynomial so arranged 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We can use synthetic division right away. So this will be the solution. All right, let's check on the solution. So by synthetic division, all right, we can get the coefficients. All right, over here, can make use of coefficient 1 and then negative 5 and then negative 7, positive 29, positive 30. Yeah, those are the coefficients of degree 4, degree 3, degree 2, degree 1, and degree 0. So it's complete, okay? We don't have to add any zeros there. So 1, negative 5, negative 7, 29, 30. Proper signs. All right, our first add-in is a 0. We can now place the horizontal line here. And we can try the divisor. The divisor is positive 5, okay? Positive 5. Oh, where did I get the positive 5? Okay, I'll show you where I got the positive 5. So this will be all right, so this will now be x minus 5 equals 0. And so solve for x, this will just be 5 there. All right, so we have here x equals 5, okay? If this results to a 0 remainder, then it's a factor, okay? All right, then it's a factor. All right, let's see. First addition is 1 there, okay? And then the product of 1 and 5 for the first multiplication, 1 and 5 results to a 5. It will be written in the next column there. Here's the second addition. It's 0, okay? It's a 0 there. All right. Next product is between 0 and 5, which results to a 0. Okay, that will be a 0 product. And then next sum is negative 7 and 0 results to a negative 7. There. Next product is negative 35 to be written below the 29. So that's a negative 35. There. All right. What's the sum? Okay, between 29 and 35, it's a negative 6. So that'll be a negative 6 over there. Okay, next product is a negative 30. So we have here a negative 30, which will be combined to the positive 30, resulting to a 0 remainder. Okay, it's a 0 remainder. Okay, all right. So we have here a 0 remainder. There, it's a 0 remainder. All right, that means x minus 5 is a factor, okay? And x equals 5 is one of the roots, okay? This will be one of the roots, okay? All right, this is the root of the equation. root of the expression. Yes. There. Okay. All right. And so we can get the other roots. Okay. We can try other numbers or trial divisor. We can try other numbers, which is most usually factors of the last number here. Okay. Factors of -6. We can try 3 or 2 plus or minus. Okay. All right. So we can do another synthetic division continuation. All right. So using synthetic division again. All right. We shall use now 1, 0, -7, -6. Okay. Starting with a 0 add-in again. Our next trial divisor, it will come from the -6. Okay. We can try 2 or 3. Those are the factors of 6. Okay. And we can try plus or minus of those numbers. Okay, let's try a -2 over here. And then proceed with another synthetic division. Okay, first sum is 0. 1 and 0 results to a 1, yes. And then first product is -2. Okay, that's the first product. And so to be written the next column, the next sum is 0 and -2. It's a -2. There. Next product is -2 and -2. That's a 4. Okay. To be written below the -7. It's a +4 here. There. Third addition is -7 and 4. It's a -3. So there's a -3 here. All right. Next product is between -3 and -2. It's a +6. So we get a +6 here. There. And so we have the final addition, which gives us a 0 remainder. So we get another 0 here. All right. We can see a 0 here. Okay. And this means this is another root. Okay. X equals -2. Okay. X equals -2. That's another root. So this is another root. Okay. All right. What are all the roots of the function? Okay. So x equals -2 is another root. All right. How about 3? Can we use a 3 or +3? Yeah. Can we try that? Or yes, or +1. Okay. So those are possible roots of the equation. Now you can make use of factoring here, and you can make use of factoring because this is already second degree. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, you can write this like remember this is fourth, this is fourth, so this is third. This is third. Now this will have to be now second degree. Okay, so we can write this x squared minus 2x minus 3 there. And you can factor this, right? Okay, it's a trinomial. It's a factorable trinomial like this. And you have x, x, 3, and 1 there. Now the middle term is -2, so make the higher number negative, make this positive there. And you can equate each of these to 0. Okay, you can equate each of these to 0, and you can check your factoring if it's correct. X and x is x squared. Positive 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. For the middle term is negative 3x, and 1x, it's a negative 2x for the middle term. So we can now solve for the other roots. We can make use of x plus 1 factor. Okay, these are the factors. Okay, so x plus 1 is equal to 0, and x is clearly negative 1. There. And this is also a root. Okay, all right. And so this is our third. We still have one more. Okay. All right, we can use now the x minus 3. We can now use the x minus 3 factor, equate that to 0. And clearly when we solve this, x is equal to a positive 3. And that's another root of the function. There. Okay. And so we have, how many roots do we have? We have 4, because this is degree 4. Okay. That's degree 4 there. Okay. So we expect 4 roots there. Okay. All right. So our answer will be x equals negative 2 roots of the function. Yes, roots of the function. So we have x is equal to negative 2, x is equal to negative 1. Also, we have the positive 3. Also, we have x is equal to positive 5 there. Okay, these are the roots. Okay, these are the roots. All right, so this is our answer. All right, we shall check and verify. Okay, check and verify. We shall check and verify. All right, there you are. X equals negative 2, x equals negative 1, x equals 3, x equals 5. And so we have the answers here. This is the computer's confirmation. All right, there. Okay, so that's it for our 12 numbers. I hope you were able to learn from the procedure or steps. Okay, and I hope you can use this in your studies. All right, we'll do more later. Okay, so this will be all for now. See you later.